It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. I do it every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Here I am. Coming up on the show, I'll be drinking some coffee. We're going to play a game. I've got a top 15 list. You know, the huge. But before we do any of that, I like to celebrate the first three people that make their way into the scheduled live stream, into the chat of the scheduled live stream, rather. So let's do that right now. Now's a good time to do that. Let's see who is here in the middle of the night. And going to the top. Oh, get up there. All right, our gold medalist, Paul Eichenlaub. Look at that. With 17 hours left, he says. There's Jamie with our silver medal, and Lisa was here at 3:19 a.m. for the bronze. Congratulations. Paul was here at 1:28. Now, was that the most recent 1:28 a.m.? Because I did schedule this on Sunday evening. And because I was busy yesterday, or I knew I was going to be busy, I normally schedule it and set it up on Monday evening. But I did it a day earlier, and I wondered how that would affect things, and I don't know that it did at all, but here we are. So I guess there were a number of jumps. How about that? Well, congratulations to our medal winners. There they are. Thanks for doing that. I like the visual. Okay, so here we are. Speaking of our Johns, 8 a.m. this morning, or just before. And right behind our Johns, Mr. Fulton Mraz, who's getting ready for his big Seussical the Musical. Break a leg. Mark Langenkamp here at 1:37 p.m. All right. Laura, 3:09. Francisco, about an hour ago. There he is. Matthew and Lauren Vlogs popping in. Oh, I miss you guys too. They're still putting out their vlogs, which is apropos because that's their channel name. And there's Pepper Tree Villa listening in while making jam. Best of luck. All right. Then we have people returning after catching some Z's. There's Mar. Always a pleasure, Mar. Thank you so much for joining us. Paul's back. Mark Langenkamp, hello to you. Keith BDF is here. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us. And Jamie's back. Lisa's back. Mandy and or Mike, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Scrolling. Francisco, Paul. Yeah, okay. Got it. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Good to see you here. Hope you're well. All right. Let's get on with the show. Last week I had mentioned I had gout, and it was bothersome. It's been a week. Much better. I can walk without a limp now. It's not fully gone. I bumped my toe last night on the bed, and it hurt, but so much better than it used to be. So I'm still drinking water, lots of water, lots of coffee, of course. Tart cherry juice, not from concentrate. And yeah, it's helping. I'm staying away from alcohol. That's helping. I will probably stay away from alcohol for the rest of my life because it just hurts. It just hurts so much. What's gout? Keith asks. Gout is a buildup of uric acid crystals, typically in the foot. Because of gravity, they end up in your foot, mostly in the big toe. I could feel it in my big toe and my ankle, and it just hurt. Drink a lot of water to try to flush those uric acid crystals out of those joints. It's a form of arthritis, as I recently read. Oh, well, enough about that. Things are better. I just thought I'd update you. So there's that. And then Mother's Day was Sunday, and that was pleasant around here. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. Hello to you and your family. Let's see. PTV says, we heard from a Trader Joe's employee that their gout is controlled with the tart cherry juice from, imagine that, Trader Joe's. I believe it. Yeah, I heard about that a couple of years ago, and there's a couple of tart cherry juices available at Publix that are relatively less expensive than the ones I see at Sprouts, for example. Currently, one is called Cherubundi. It is tart cherry juice, not from concentrate. And it's about $6.99 for a bottle of it. It looks like I don't know how big the bottle is. It's that big and about that round. Like a little bit bigger than a Gatorade container. And I know there are many different Gatorade containers. I'm going to stop talking now about that. Keith tries to drink 1 gallon of water per day. Wow, that's a lot for me. But I know what do they say? 64 ounces a day recommended. I've got more on this coming up during our coffee break. So yeah, how about that? Go figure. Who would have thunk? Let's talk about the Detroit Tigers, still playing great baseball.
Go get 'em.
Let's take a look at the American League standings. These are the standings, current standings for the American League, the whole American League, all divisions. Tigers still with the best record in the American League. They are, I believe, tied with the LA Dodgers for the best record in Major League Baseball. I could be wrong about that. Oh, that's right. Jamie says Tigers are playing my team. The Boston Red Sox yesterday. Tigers scored 9 in the third. They won 14-2. I'm just putting that out there. It's the truth. I know. The truth hurts, Jamie. Anyway, they are winning 1-0 right now. Or right before the live stream started, I saw that they were winning 1-0. We only hope for a great game. Actually, I hope for a blowout every time. But yeah, Tigers still playing well. They actually lost a series at home for the first time this year. The Texas Rangers took 2 of 3 from the Tigers this weekend. And don't ask. I don't know. A bit lower on the standings list there. Anyway, they've been so fun to watch, and I'll keep talking about them even if they start doing poorly. Keith says Shoeless Joe Jackson and Pete Rose might be getting inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, I hadn't heard this, and both of those players have lifetime bans from Major League Baseball. So that would be very interesting. I'm going to have to learn more about that. Yes, they are, and it's been a while. They started playing well last August, and it's just they've kept it rolling, which is great. So, Movie Mania Nick, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, so there's that. I guess why delay it anymore? Let's take a coffee break.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't make coffee right before this live stream. There is coffee in here. There it is. You could see it. However, it was made this morning. So this is, it is warm in here, so I don't mind. I don't need hot coffee right now. But there was still some in the pot from this morning, so I just poured it in here, and I'm enjoying it. It is Tim Hortons. That's what, yeah. Yes. Okay, let's debunk a coffee myth. Today's coffee myth. Coffee is dehydrating. Is it? Probably not, because I called it a myth already. Let's see, what does my paper say? While caffeine is a mild diuretic, it increases blood flow to the kidneys and results in increased fluid loss. Your daily cup, or 3, of coffee typically won't result in dehydration. Why isn't coffee dehydrating? Because your coffee is brewed with enough water to offset caffeine's effect on your body's fluid balance. Some studies even suggest that coffee can count toward your recommended daily water intake. That's what I've always thought that. However, coffee shouldn't replace your water intake. After all, drinking 64 ounces of coffee per day would also put you at nearly twice the recommended safe caffeine limit for adults. Well, I don't drink nearly that much. I have counted it toward my water intake for the day. It's made from water. It's just flavored water, isn't it? I don't know. So, ultimately, we've learned coffee is not dehydrating. All right, let's take our first intermission. And it's a coming attraction for a movie from 1976. I'll be right back. Tim Hortons, they dump the pots every 20 minutes. Well, I know where they can dump it. So shouldn't they, I don't know. Well, how do I feel about that? I feel like it's a popular place. I can't imagine they're wasting a lot of coffee, but they have high standards. I don't know how I feel about that. I know I used to have a student that worked at Panera Bread, and a couple of times she'd come in the morning with a garbage bag full of pastries that they didn't sell the day before. and we as a class were able to enjoy them. Typically, they would donate it to a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter also. But a couple of times, and this is like 15 years ago, we were able to get some wonderful day-old Panera bread pastries. How did I get on? Oh, yeah, because they dumped the... yeah, I don't... they can dump it right in my mug. I would settle for 21-minute-old coffee. Right here on WJIM. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Let's play Chronophoto. Welcome in, John and Gloria. Thanks for being here. Let's play our game. Let's say Bad News Bears, one of the best baseball movies ever. I'll stand behind that. Okay, Chronophoto. We're going to be showing 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each of these pictures was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. Perfect score is going to be 5,000 because they'll give you 1,000 points for a correct answer. We've done that a couple of times. We're looking to do it again using our own wits and only our own wits. Anyway, we can guess anywhere from the year 1900 to the year 2024. That's our range in which we can guess. Our first picture, I was delighted to see this. This appears to be a picture from Disneyland. I'm not familiar with the yacht bar, but that monorail track, that looks like a monorail track. The gondolas appear to be going into the Matterhorn, right? I think that's what this is. And this girl's popcorn box, I did zoom in on this right before the live stream just to make sure that this was Disneyland. Yeah, I believe that says Disneyland. Now, I'm not as familiar with Disneyland as some of you. So I'm going to look for your help. Disneyland opened in 1955, if I'm not mistaken. The people in this picture look more 60s to me than 50s. But I don't really know. Like almost mid 60s to me. So let me zoom in on a couple of people. I'll go to this couple on the right. So you can see what they're wearing. The girl with the popcorn. The Martian or astronaut or whatever. How about these people on the left? I think that's right behind the astronaut. That might be one of the Beach Boys. I don't think it is. But I'm guessing the yacht bar no longer exists. So that might be a clue. I'm going to turn to the chat now. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see what you guys have to say. All right. Going back a little bit. I think our first guess is Mark, who says 1955. So the year the park opened. Paul says 56. John says 64. PTV says the Matterhorn is still there. I remember that. And that's a spaceman. The yacht bar was in Tomorrowland, which would account for the spaceman. A space yacht. PTV, between 59 and 66. Okay. Jamie says 62. That would fit. Pro Keds. I saw those. 64. Keith says from 55 to 66. Gloria says 1960. The yacht club was removed for the new Tomorrowland that opened in 1967. So this is before 67. We have a 65. Between 59 and 66. Do we have more than one guess? 60. There's a 64. There's a 65. A 60. Jonathan Chong, welcome in. 64. 63. You know, PTV, I don't know if I should not take their guess into consideration. So what I'll do is I'll guess 1963. Okay, let's do that. 1963, I put the slider there and hit the submit button. 1966, who said that? Nobody said that specifically. So this was the last year of operation for the yacht bar. You know what? That was fun. I liked that one. Let's move on. Okay. We have some Apple founders. I recognize Steve Jobs on the left. I recognize Steve Wozniak on the right. The Woz. And while the guy in the middle looks familiar, I don't know who that is. But they're showcasing their home computer. And when did they come out with that? Like 82? Maybe? 81? Sometime around there. Is this the Apple II? Oh, the Apple IIc. I can see it there in the corner. The Apple IIc. Or 11C. I don't know. I believe it's the Apple IIc. And that's the keyboard and I believe the computer itself that Steve Jobs is holding. Look, he's wearing suspenders back there. And you can even see Steve Wozniak's badge. Apple Computers, I think it says underneath. It's hard to tell. There's the monitor. Their monitor for that. With what looks like an on-screen keyboard. So I don't believe it was a touch screen. I'm guessing you could, as you punched keys on the keyboard, maybe it would show up on the screen. I don't know. All right, I've given you my thoughts on that. The guy in the middle is wearing corduroys. All right. Going back. Our first guess for this one might be from Keith, who says 75. Scully. Oh, I don't know. Do I know Scully? I guess I don't know Scully is what I'm saying. Mark Langenkamp says 77. John says 81. That's kind of what I was thinking, more in that range, but I don't really know. Debbie Thunert, welcome in. 68 is a guess. Scully was selling sugar water when Steve tapped him for Apple Computer. So he was the business wing of Apple, is what you're saying. Good to know. What is it with black and white photos, asks Mar. Great question. Hey, there's Charlie with a guess of 1983. Nerds! Hello, Charlie. Let's see. Mark says the 11C came out my senior year of high school, I think. 84. Oh. Paul says 77. Oh, the 2C. I gotcha. Yes. 84, 81, 76. Another 84. 82. Okay. I like what Mark had to say. Gloria, PTV, backing him up. All right, let's go 84, which was the year of the that famous Super Bowl commercial, wasn't it? Okay. All right, submit. Hey, well done. 1,000 points. We're on track. Let's go. Picture number 3. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, here it is. Hey, another theme park, perhaps. But where? Okay. Roller skaters. Fancy roller skaters. They are dripped out, as the kids might say. I don't know if I'm using drip in the right way, but yeah. Anyway, when I first saw this, I thought 80s, but I think this is more recent. You know, about 10 years ago, briefly, maybe longer than 10 years now, clothes like this had a season, and so did roller skates. And I'm wondering if this is part of that, because while these guys kind of look 80s, does anything else in the picture? I mean, there are other people. See, the guy in the background between our roller skaters, he's got shorts that go down to his knees. Was that happening in 1984? Same here. I don't know. I mean, the picture kind of looks old. What else is going on here? However, these garbage cans look older, don't they? Okay, so maybe this is 80s. What else is going on? Oh, interesting. I don't think this is the United States. The sign for the bathroom and telephone. There's a sign for a telephone. So, okay, this is 80s. That appears to be French. So this is Disneyland Paris? I have no idea. I don't think it is. Perhaps it's French Canada? A sign looks like a upside down wine bottle, and oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Is that like the game Operation? Is that what I'm looking at? Somebody's holding a big bottle of wine over somebody else. Like, God, that's weird. A character is standing on top of another character, forcing a giant bottle of wine down their throat. That's strange. Okay. Is that a giant Etch-a-Sketch? I think maybe it is supposed to look like that. A coffee shop. You know, if you need to stay hydrated, perfect place to go. Okay, so this is this looks 80s, mid 80s, 85, 84, 85. I'll say 85. What's RKS? All right, I'm gonna zoom out and go to the chat here. Where's our first guess? Maybe Gloria? 84. I don't know if that's for this picture or the previous one. Maybe the previous one. Let's see. Yes. Maybe Charlie has our first guess. 88. PTV says these guys look like Streetmosphere, like at Hollywood Studios or California Adventure. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but thank you for telling me I'm right. Nobody says that. Jamie says 86. We have an 89, 85. 86, another 86 there. 92, another 92. Hello, Sherry. Let's see. So you think 90s. Man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to split the difference between what I thought and what some of you 90s guessers are thinking. And I'm going to go with our first guess, which was Charlie, who said 88. Why not? Survey says, not bad. 92. 92. Gloria nailed it. Sherry, of course, should have known. She's so good. Well, all right. We got 708 points. Let's go to picture number 4. I was hoping to avoid black and white war pictures, but here we are. All right. A damaged photograph. We can see that on the right side. It looks like they're looking at a table full of gun parts. I don't know where these soldiers are from. I'll just zoom in on the table. It's the picture is a tiny bit out of focus. There must have been some movement by the photographer. So maybe this is a bit earlier than I thought. Originally, I thought World War II. Now I'm kind of thinking World War I, but I don't really know. You know, fewer photos exist of World War I, of course. So a picture like this, even though it's damaged, would be, worth hanging on to. I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of is. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that there and turn to the chat. And let's see. I think John has our first guess, 1942. So you're thinking it is World War II. Mark is also thinking that. German World War II, specifically. John also says German. Okay. Charlie says 39. Mark says 39-ish. I'm cool with that. I'm leaning 39 now. Jamie says 41. We have a 45. Mark is usually right about these war picks. Yeah. We have a 44, another 45. A couple of 39s. I'll say 39 as well. From North to Neverland, 1940. Let's go 39. I'll try that. All right. Survey says, hey, 42. 1942. John nailed it. Well done. Great guessing. Mark, that makes sense. I think it's early because of such clean uniforms. Hey, that makes sense to me. We did get 777 points. With a good guess on this last picture, we can still break 4,000. And mercifully, it's in color. Oh, okay. Every once in a while, Chronophoto forgets to obscure a huge clue. I'm guessing this picture is from 1993. But what say you guys? Okay, I don't know where this is. Interesting. Yeah, that guy looks like he's dressed for some big 1993 event. I don't know. Can't make out the name of the store. It's open though, and there's a 20% off sale. Signs appear to be in English, I think, with... Well, I don't know. I don't know about the phone number. So this could be... Let me go on that sign. 4,750 square feet for this office building. Refurbished offices with car parking at the Shaftesbury House. Oh, that should be easy to look up. But what's with the double-decker bus? So this is not... Okay, I'm seeing license plates now. This is not the United States. Perhaps the UK. But what side of the road are they driving on? Every side. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is that London Underground sign? Anyway, I think this picture is from 1993. Mark says, based on the angle of the sun, I think 3993. Yes, let me just put in 1993 here and hope that we're right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Hey! Oh, let me give me the... Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Chronophoto. 4,262 points for that. That was fun. I liked it. I appreciated the Disneyland picture. The Paris Disneyland picture. I don't know where that was. And that final one. That was a lot of fun. And I think I liked it because it was super simple and it gave us the answer. Anyway, let's take another intermission. For this, I've got... Oh, yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in about a minute. I'll come back with a top 15 list inspired by Ben from Pepper Tree Villa.
We love them hot shots, those brand new hot shots. It's a firecracker treat that's fun to eat. You'll get a bang and a hot shot. They got a lot of hot, for just a nickel. Look at all you've got. The firecracker treat that's fun to eat. You'll get a bang and a hot shot.
They're new, hot red hot shots. Good and hot tongue-teasing candy that's sure to give your taste a bang.
It's a firecracker treat that's fun to eat.
Just pull the fuse, pop them in your mouth, and take off for fun. What candy?
We love them hot shots. You be not hot shots. It's a firecracker treat that's fun to eat.
Welcome back. Ben from Pepper Tree Villa is on a fitness, healthy eating journey. And the videos he's been putting out on Thursdays, Life with Ben, is sort of documenting the things he's eating and his weight loss, for example. Anyway, it kind of inspired today's top 15 list for me, which is, I thought at first, what are the best things you can order at if you're going to a fast food restaurant? Then I thought I'd rather see the worst things. That's more shocking to me. So today's top 15 list are the top 15 high-calorie fast food menu items. I think, let me take a quick glance here. Every item on this list is from a different restaurant or establishment. I don't think I see any repeats. How about that? This list was compiled by the Eat This Not That people. EatThis.com is specifically where I got it from. This was last updated September of last year. So, and I don't go to a lot of different fast food places, and I don't get burgers anymore. So I don't know if maybe some of these items are no longer available. That could very well be the case. So I'll just give you the list, and it is in order. So 15, while very caloric, will have the least amount of calories, and the number one thing on the list will have the most amount of calories. So let's start with 15. I'll try to get through this quickly and won't bore you too long with any one item. Number 15 on the list, Chipotle Carnitas Burrito with rice, beans, and guacamole. 51 grams of fat, 1,820 milligrams of sodium, and this clocks in at 1,100 calories. So, all right, that's all I'm going to say about that. I've been to Chipotle recently. Certainly, I haven't gotten that. I've been to Chipotle maybe once in the last year, and that might be wrong. May have been longer ago than I remember. Okay. Next on the list, number 14 is from Jack in the Box. And I don't know if there are any of those around here, but perhaps you have a Jack in the Box around you. This is the 24-ounce Oreo shake with whipped topping. This shake from Jack in the Box comes in 3 sizes. The largest will send you for a major sugar crash. Oh my goodness. With 105 grams of sugar and 1,170 calories in 1 cup. It's got vanilla ice cream, whole milk, crushed Oreos, and whipped cream. 105 grams of sugar. That's like a Starbucks seasonal offering. That's insane. You know how much sugar that is? I don't drink regular Coke because a can has like 35 to 40 grams. This has 100. Okay, you get it. All right. Number 13 is a burger. It's the first of 3 burgers on this list that has 3 patties on it. Yes, a triple burger. Number 13 is from Whataburger. I've never been to Whataburger. This is the triple meat Whataburger. 63 grams of fat. That's the biggest fat number so far. 1,700 milligrams of sodium, and wait a minute. This should be 15 on the list. There's 1,075 calories. What are you doing to me, EatThis.com? We're already out of order. And as I can see here, so is number 12. All right, well, okay. So these first few are not technically in the right order. All right. Number 12. Let's go to that. Let's brush through. Let's get by what should be 14. Anyway, this is number 12, Raising Cane's. Never been. I don't know much about it. It's a chicken place, right? This is the Raising Cane's Caniac combo. Like Maniac, but it's the Caniac. 1,110 calories, 70 grams of fat, lots of sodium. Raising Cane's is a short menu consisting of chicken fingers, fries, and coleslaw with a few dipping sauces. The largest combo meal, the Caniac, includes 6 chicken fingers, fries, 2 sauces, Texas toast, coleslaw, and a large fountain drink. That adds up to 1,110 calories. Okay. Number 11 on the list, I think we're back into being in the proper order. Our second burger with 3 patties is from Burger King, number 11. The Triple Whopper with cheese. Probably not a surprise that a Whopper with 3 patties plus cheese made this list with 1,220 calories and 82 grams of fat. It has lettuce, though. Tomatoes, pickles, onions, ketchup, and a seeded bun. All right. Congrats on the lettuce. All right. Number 10 is our final burger with 3 patties on there. This one's from Wendy's. This is the Wendy's Big Bacon Classic Triple. This sky-high burger from Wendy's is tied with the Triple Whopper at 1,220 calories. But it ekes out 4 more grams of fat, 3 more grams of saturated fat, and nearly 400 more milligrams of sodium. It's got 1,850 milligrams of sodium. That's a lot of sodium. Yeah, I've never had this. That doesn't even look like... That looks like a challenge. That doesn't look like something you would want to eat. You'd have to take it apart to eat it. Anyway, now I'm mad. Number 9 on the list is from Panera Bread. Who would have thought? Not I. This is the Panera Bread Toasted Italiano sandwich. Despite offering a range of menu items with a more moderate calorie content, Panera rivals more traditional fast food restaurants with this Italian sub. The sandwich is served on a French baguette and stuffed with soppressata, ham, provolone cheese, pepperoncini, and lettuce. It also includes aioli and Greek dressing. Comes in at 1,280 calories. And holy moly, let me check the rest of this list. This comes in third on the sodium content with 3,840 milligrams of sodium. That would kill me. From Panera. Never had it. Okay. Number 8. We're back to another dessert here. Number 8 is from Sonic. This is the large Oreo peanut butter shake. Sounds delicious. If there's one thing we can learn from this list, it's that Oreos are a great way to add calories to sweet treats. It includes vanilla soft serve blended with peanut butter and Oreo pieces, topped with whipped topping and a maraschino cherry. 1,290 calories. Dang. Number 7 is a side of fries, but from where? Oh, it's on the other side. Five Guys. Five Guys large fries. They're known for their burgers, the fries, which come in 2 flavors, Five Guys style and Cajun, top the calorie count charts. They're double fried in 100% peanut oil. That'll do it. And the large will land you at more than 1,300 calories with 57 grams of fat. Holy cow. Come on, Five Guys. 1,300 calories for just the fries. You can do better than that. Are they good? I don't even know. I think I've had them before, but they weren't anything special to write home about. Not that I remember. It's been a while. All right, moving on. That was, number 7? This is number 6. Ooh, breakfast from McDonald's. This is the McDonald's Big Breakfast with hotcakes. Includes scrambled eggs, a biscuit, hash browns, a sausage patty, no less than 3 kinds of butter, and a stack of hotcakes, with syrup, and you will have consumed 57% of your recommended daily value of carbs, 80% of fat, 90% of sodium, and over half the recommended calorie intake for the day. And that's just breakfast. That comes in at 1,340 calories. That's nuts. I remember as a kid being excited about a McDonald's breakfast, like hotcakes from McDonald's, but truly, it's not that good. I mean, it's okay. But it's not worth this. It's not worth these numbers, in my opinion. Okay, number 5 is from Zaxby's. Do you guys have Zaxby's where you live? I know they're here in Florida. This is Zaxby's Buffalo Boneless Wings and Things. If you can't choose between chicken wings or fingers, you can get both. This includes 5 boneless or traditional wings plus 3 chicken fingers with sauce. On the side, Texas toast, crinkle cut fries, and your choice of a drink. This comes in second on the sodium list with 4,950 milligrams of sodium, 88 grams of fat, and 1,460 calories. That's number 5 on the list. All right. Number 4 is from Arby's. And I did not know, it's been a while since I've been to Arby's, but I didn't know they had burgers. I knew they had roast beef sandwiches. I knew they had a Reuben. I knew they had an Italian sandwich. This was a few years ago. This was pre-2019. I did not know they had a burger. Well, they do. This is the Arby's Shake Up Your Burger meal. This complete meal goes above and beyond what many people need in a day. It consists of a deluxe burger, an order of curly fries, and a chocolate milkshake. So this has got the bad burger and the bad milkshake for you together. This is a meal. Together, these 3 items pack 1,636 calories, while the burger alone is 687 calories there. 2,700 milligrams of sodium. I say only 79 grams of fat because the Zaxby's wings and things had 88 grams. 1,600, that's a lot of calories. All right. We're in the top 3. Top 3, number 3 is from Dairy Queen. This is our final shake or dessert on the list. This is the Dairy Queen Large Peanut Butter Cookie Dough Party Blizzard. Dairy Queen is a destination for sweet treats, so it makes sense that the brand's highest calorie menu item is also one of the highest sugar items on this list. 148 grams in the large blizzard. Wow. This dessert is made by blending vanilla soft serve ice cream with cookie dough bits, peanut butter topping, peanut brittle crunch, and rainbow sprinkles. Well, those sprinkles will get you. This is 1,650 calories, 990 milligrams of sodium. All right. You need salt to make the ice cream. All right. Number 2 is from Culver's. And if you have a Culver's around you, if you're familiar with Culver's, the Wisconsin-based burger restaurant, I remember seeing, who's the guy that eats weird foods? Now I can't remember his name. Anyway, there's a guy with a show on some food channel, and he eats weird things. And he thought, not because it's weird, but he thought Culver's had the best fast food burger. However, the thing on this list is not a burger. This is the Culver's 3-piece North Atlantic cod dinner. When you triple your fried cod pieces at Culver's and choose medium crinkle-cut fries and medium coleslaw as your 2 included sides, plus tartar sauce for dipping, this meal quickly adds up to a shocking 1,700 calories with 111 grams of fat. Wow. The sodium isn't bad. It says 130 milligrams of sodium. That's got to be the lowest thing on this list. By a long shot, if that's even right. That doesn't sound right. Everything else is... The next closest thing, I think, is 560. Anyway, maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, Culver's, we get the cheese curds, the onion rings, veggie burgers. Pretzel bites are good there. They sell custard. Moving on. Number 1, the number 1 thing on this list. We've yet to crack 2,000 calories. We're about to. Number one on the list of the high-calorie fast food items. From Jimmy John's, this is the JJ Gargantuan Sandwich on 16-inch French bread. This lunch order is stacked high with 5 types of deli meat: salami, capicola, turkey, roast beef, and ham, plus provolone and the classic sandwich toppings of onion, lettuce, and tomato. Also contains mayo, oil, and vinegar. Your grand total comes out to more than 2,000 calories and 510 grams of fat in a single sandwich. That's 650% of the recommended daily value for fat. That is insane. That shouldn't be legal. Sodium, I didn't even mention this. This is number one on the calorie list. This is number one on the fat list. And number one on the sodium list. And this isn't even funny. 7,750 milligrams of sodium. Avoid the Jimmy John's JJ Gargantuan Sandwich on 16-inch French bread. That had to have been a dare from the good people at Jimmy John's. That's dangerous. Somebody could die eating that. Come on. Anyway, that's the list. I think that list was a lot more fun than the healthy options would have been. Although I'm interested in what are healthy alternatives now. But I'll look those up on my own, I suppose. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:58. Wow, I'm finishing relatively spot on. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of the Detroit Tigers game against the Boston Red Sox. They were winning 1-0, but who knows? I'll be back next week. I will see you around the YouTube chats. Tomorrow, Disney Nerd Herders, perhaps. T-Town Mary Ellen, perhaps. D&G Explorers, maybe. You've got some great choices for Wednesday evenings. I have an award show, so I might be late to any one of those shows, but I'll get there when I can. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I will see you next week.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.